Welcome back to the 2024 World Series of Poker. It is time for the final bracelet event of the summer. We are streaming the final table of events, online bracelet event number 23. It is the $5,300 High Roller Championship event. And my name is Remco Rinkema. Donnie Peters joining me here for one more last hurrah before we, of course, all turn our attention to the main event, which will stream on PokerGo the next 2 days. We got a stacked final table for you here with Jacob Snyder leading the way and a who's who of online and live crushers at this final table, all battling for the top prize of $258,000. You can see it on your screen. $33K guaranteed for the final 8, 30-minute levels, so we might have a fast and easy one here. But the question, back to the action here. Boyka in the small blind, raising it up to 80K. Martirosyan perhaps with a bit of a reshove situation here, Donnie. Ace-8 offsuit.
Yeah, he might be thinking of this. I mean, these two probably have a lot of history here.
All in.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, wow. The shove comes in, and Boyka snaps him off. Martirosyan's tournament life.
It's one of those spots for, if you're Martirosyan, you're probably viewing the raise from Boyka as pretty polar. Like, he's really just got the bottom of the range where he doesn't want to have to go to a flop. He also doesn't want to give a walk. Or he's got close to the top of the range where, like this, he's just going to snap you off. And it was the latter, unfortunately, for Martirosyan, and we'll see how this runs out. We already did see Debruga chop when dominated.
All right, Boyka's tournament life on the line. And an 8 on the flop immediately. No hearts for the Belarusian. And he is looking for a queen and a queen only to stay alive in this event. I'm seeing some raised eyebrows behind those sunglasses. Boyka, of course, not happy about this one. 9 on the turn is not going to do it. He is, however, adding a few outs. A queen or a 10 would keep him alive. Otherwise, Martirosyan is going to take this one down. River card, the deuce of clubs, and that is it. We have our first elimination from this final table. Alexei Boyka from Belarus takes home $33,000, and Artur Martirosyan jumps up to nearly 1.2 million in the process. To Giftis in the chat says, Soteropoulos 2 final tables? Correct. He was at yesterday's final table. He's back at today's final table, so he could win bracelets on back-to-back days, which will be kind of cool. Cool narrative. Whitmire attacking from the button, and Debruga finds Jack-10 off in the big blind here. Donnie, roughly 10 bigs. Can we still just call here, or are we reshoving sometimes?
I think maybe at times if you think Whitmire's getting out of line, you know, you can put this in. I do like the sizing that Whitmire came with, you know, going a little bit larger here on the button. He is going to jam it.
Can I get a count?
Wow, Whitmire quick with the response here.
The larger sizing on the button from Whitmire, you know, makes it a little bit more difficult for Debruga to just call out of the big blind. If he had come in with min, for example, then maybe he just defends, tries to hit something and go from there. I like the shove here. I mean, most times you're going to have a ton of equity even when you do get called, and he is called. So let's go.
Wow, deuces versus Jack-10. As you can tell on the screen here, Jack-10 suited is the favorite.
Interesting. Okay.
Small pocket pairs ain't what they used to be, Donnie. Debruga awaiting his fate here. Needs to hit though, as Whitmire reduces, is ahead at Showdown here, and Ace-Queen 4 is going to tilt things slightly into Whitmire's favor. Debruga looking for a king, a jack, or a 10. No backdoor clubs available to him. Turn card. The 8 of hearts.
More outs.
More outs. Deuce is still in the lead. Is this a case of too many outs for the Frenchman?
Might have been from the start.
All right, let's see the river card. Can Debruga find it? It's the 3 of hearts, and deuces hold up here as we lose our Frenchman from this final table. Loic Debruga takes home $39,750, and we are down to the final 6, who are all guaranteed $53K.
Nu interesează? Niciun bani, nici pe dujețul la 53 și 72. Ai și e mult. Eu pentru bani,
9, 6, 10, rainbow flop here. If you're
e la dreapta mea are 27.
not paying attention right now because the action has been slow, right now is a good time to pay attention. Whitmire flops a 9 with a gut shot for the chop. Snyder already has the straight.
Yeah, you always love flopping these types of hands when you're Schneider because you slide in there, of course, with the nuts, but you also unblock all the pairs, which is just, you know, you're foaming at the mouth here, just hoping to get the money in.
Turn card is the 9 of diamonds. Donnie, are we going to see fireworks on this turn card?
Yes. I mean, is there a better turn card? An 8 puts a 4-liner out there to a straight, right? So that might slow things down a little bit, even though it does give Whitmire 2 pair. But a 9 trips? Light the match, sir. Fireworks about to go off.
Right,
225, which is
almost pot.
Yeah, almost full pot. So Whitmire sizing up here, just coming with it. He probably thinks, great, like if my opponent's got a 10, I'm going to value hunt and I'm going to size up. I'm just really going to go for it here. Schneider over there like, oh yes, here we go.
Now if you're Snyder here, Donnie, are we raising a pot-sized bet? It almost seems hard to find the right size here to not come across like you do actually have some kind of nut hand.
Yeah, and maybe you just call and try and keep, you know, all your opponent's weaker hands in, weaker than trips, I mean. But if you're also pegging him for trips, maybe you like to just put it in.
All in.
There it is.
There it is. The shove comes in. Snyder jams the turn after Whitmire bets pot, and the glasses come off. This is a huge decision, as we can see on the screen.
And then get a count.
Whitmire not drawing dead, Donnie, but what is he supposed to do here?
It's a tricky spot. I mean, I think his instincts initially are like, whoa, which in a way is good because what is this guy doing? What type of hand does he have? Risking the stack that he's risking against me here. I have a 9. There's 2 out there. Does he have a better 9? Does he have 7-8?
9. 9:30 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30.
I mean, what are we supposed to do here? I feel bad for Whitmire.
Yeah, does he ever do this with some sort of combo, meaning like 10x of diamonds? You know, maybe like a Jack 8 of diamonds, you know, that has the draws turned even more equity? Or does he just call with those in position? I mean, this is a paired board. How does he perceive my hand?
Hand of the final table playing out right now. Whitmire, if he folds, no harm, no foul. He's got 1.7 million behind. If he calls, we basically have the entire tournament riding on this hand. What a disgusting spot. Wow, he makes the call. We have a straight versus trips.
Gotta hold.
Whitmire nodded, saying 7-8, kind of like he knew it, like it was going to be 7-8 a lot of the times there, and unfortunately his instincts were right. Still outs, of course, not out of it yet, 20%.
Wow, River ripped off here like a Band-Aid. It's the 5 of hearts, and 7-8 for the 10 high straight holds up here, and Whitmire left with 760K. Snyder now, massive, dominant chip leader with 2.5 million, and this guy is going to potentially run over the table. Oh, here we go. Snyder puts Wolf all in, and Wolf is going to happily call it off here with Queen 7 of diamonds. And we got an all-in showdown here. Snyder with 8-6, trying to reduce this field to 5. Wolf looking for a double up. Wolf awaiting the flop here. A slight favorite as Snyder is live. Here comes the flop. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 3, 6, 5, 2 clubs. And Wolf raises his hands like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this one? Snyder, pair and flush draw. Wolf looking for a queen or a 7. Or the 4 of diamonds. 6 of spades on the turn.
Nice. 3 outs, right? Yeah.
Wolf has 3 outs, one of which has been folded. He needs a 4 to make it straight. River card. Is the 3 of diamonds. Close but no cigar. And George Wolf will be our 6th place finisher. He'll take home $53,000. Could not get anything going here at this final table. Has just been waiting around for a chance to double up. And sadly for him, that chance never materialized.
But a couple ladders, so, you know, not the worst result. Yasinavicius raising it up on the button. And Whitmire finds a couple of 4s in the big blind as the short stack. Could he come with it? There it is.
All in.
Wow.
100?
Whitmire's timing
A little more than
off
7.
here.
I think he's going to have to call this, yep.
Oh, yeah, calls made. 8s versus 4s. We got an all-in showdown. And Whitmire, who held the chip lead here for a while at this final table, now 1 run out away from being out the door. And Yasinavicius looks a little bit nervous in the background.
I mean, of course. This is an important spot for him, as it is for Whitmire. Whitmire lost that chip lead, running trips into Schneider's straight. See if he can get back in the game with a double here.
Whitmire seemingly already resigning his fate, getting up, grabbing his belongings, looking for a 4.
Oh, there it is!
4 on the flop. Brandon Whitmire, sit down, sir. Sit down. You got a feel for the Lithuanian, who's now looking for an 8 or backdoor straight draw, and the deuce on the turn will eliminate that straight possibility. He is now looking for an 8 and an 8 only, as Brandon Whitmire, who remains standing, by the way, is now 1 card away from being back in contention, and the king on the river seals that one.
How much?
Whitmire puts his mic back on.
Yasinavicius here, ace-9. I think he's going to get this money in here. He's been paying attention to Schneider. He certainly has been wider than ace-9.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to do the 1 chip behind trick.
On.
And there it is, Snyder all in. Quick call there from Yasinavicius. And ace-9 is going to be at risk here versus pocket 5s. Second all in.
Good luck. Thank you.
In a few hands here. He had 8s all in versus 4s and was almost up to 1.5 million, but now he is almost out the door as King, Queen, 7 rolls off the deck. Yasinavicius looking for an ace, a 9, or a club to survive here. 630 in the middle. Turn card. The 6 of hearts. No change. 13 outs here for the Lithuanian pro. Or is Snyder going to send him to the rail? River card. It's the deuce of spades. That's not going to do it.
Game.
Ace-9 will fall as the fives remain the best hand. And we are now down to the final four.
Can we do it fast? GG.
Raise 140.
Aces again for Soteropoulos here. Comes in with the raise. Schneider finds an ace-7.
Could we see a rejam here from the big blind, potentially pressuring Soteropoulos?
I mean, he might. He has shown willingness to put a lot of pressure on before. We, of course, can see that he's going to walk right into it, and he does.
Oh, nice one.
Wow, Soteropoulos here with a very, very nice chance to get back in this battle. Massive spot for him right here.
I'm the all-in player. So move the all-in button. Yeah.
Got to get it right for Soteropoulos. He's at risk.
Okay.
He's got the aces.
Sweat all up.
10-8-4. A couple of spades out there, so some hope for Schneider. Jack on the turn. Schneider now looking for a 9 on the river to make a straight. Queen of spades on the river. Aces hold for Soteropoulos. He's going to double up. Jam from Soteropoulos here.
I think I don't need to to watch on second.
Nice.
Looks like it's an ace.
Oh, wow. Martirosyan looks at the ace, makes the call, just shy of 10 big blinds for him. He's going to be at risk here with ace-3 offsuit. And Soteropoulos with king-6 looking for a scalp, but he's the underdog here.
Мы в Алыне. У нас туз 3. А там показывает, да?
Ace-3 versus
Там
king-6.
видно?
A kind of a coin flip, but Martirosyan slightly better than that. All right, here comes the flop. Ace in the window and another ace right behind it. That'll seal it here right away.
7.25.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy indeed. And
Неплохой
not
флоп.
only does Martirosyan double up, Schneider is also back in the chip.
725.
It might be larger. You know, it might be one of those
Ace
committing type of
600.
raises here.
Excuse me,
He'll have to be.
600 announced. I take back what I said.
Vale, Sassi. That's my Cooper.
All in.
And Schneider finds ace-king suited, moves all in. Nowhere to go for Martirosyan, and we have a
Folding is
3.1 million chip pot.
Big one.
Dar ace ar trebui, bineînțeles.
Martirosyan's tournament
Dar
life
ace
on the
mic,
line
okay.
with ace-4. Schneider, supported by friends and
Button,
family in the background, looking for his
Adam
ace-king
got
to
me.
hold up. This is one of those
He's got
hands
more.
that you'll remember forever because it could determine the eventual outcome of this tournament. Jacob Schneider in pole position here to take a massive lead into three-handed play. 10-8-6 rainbow. So far, so good for Schneider. Adrenaline must be
Execuția
pumping
nervoasă.
at the highest possible rate here as the 6 of spades hits on the turn. Martirosyan now with an ocean of outs. Also, some chop options here.
E clientul oricum, adică
Spade or
dacă
4
vine, nicio
would get
problemă.
him to double up. River card is the 7 of diamonds, and that is not going to do it. Absolutely massive
Good game,
hand for
good
Jacob
game.
Schneider
GG.
as Artur Martirosyan is sent to the rail in 4th place.
Queens for Soteropoulos. Hello.
After 4 deuce, 8-4, and a whole bunch of random
Well,
cards,
he's just laughing. I mean, because
he finally finds one, and Whitmire has a premium three-handed hand as well. Ace Jack versus Queens. Soteropoulos. Tournament life on the line. Unfortunately for him, one double up's not going to be enough here.
No, it's going to need a few. But hey, it's got to start with the first one.
All right, Queens well ahead here. Can they hold up? Oh, ace in the window. And Whitmire, who's been fortunate before at this final table, continues his good streak here as the Greek pro is looking for backdoor straight flush or a queen. 5 of diamonds on the turn is going to reduce his outs to just 2. Soteropoulos needs a queen and a queen only, or we'll be down to heads-up play. Let's see the river card. It is the 5 of hearts, and Georgios Soteropoulos has been eliminated in 3rd place, taking home $145,000.
There's one in the middle too, right there.
Wow, and Whitmire just seems to be on an absolute run of cards right now. Sometimes when things go your way, they just continue to go your way, and that's where we are right now.
300.
Can Snyder withstand the rush here?
Oh.
And he does find a monster. Ace
Great
King.
spot.
Oh my God. What a spot to start a potential comeback here. 13 big blinds to start this hand for Snyder.
I can only imagine this money goes in here. There it is.
There's the
Whitmire's
shove.
going to call.
And there it is. The call has made. We're all in here. Whitmire needing a queen or some kind of help to end it here on the spot. Otherwise, Snyder is going to be right back in this thing. 2.5 million in the middle.
That'd be nice.
Whitmire has been behind in these showdowns a time or two at this final table, most notably winning 4s versus 8s for his tournament life. Can he get lucky again? And it's a queen in the window.
It's okay. Barry Green's.
Oh my God.
That's fine.
Whitmire has had the flop on his side all day long here. And Snyder now looking for the Barry Green sign, as he mentioned. An ace on the river is the only way he can be saved. Ace on the river needed for the Snyder family. Or is Brandon Whitmire going to win his first bracelet? Everything on this card. What's it going to be? It's the queen of diamonds.
Good job, bud.
And Snyder tells Whitmire good game as Brandon Whitmire wins his 2nd World Series of Poker bracelet. Jacob Snyder, 2nd place. Brandon Whitmire in 1st, taking home $258,000. Thanks again for tuning in. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific time on PokerGo.com. Watch the main event final table with $10 million up top. This was a fun one. I hope you guys all enjoyed our coverage. But for now, we're going to wish you good night from Las Vegas. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you at the next one.